What's up everyone, welcome back to Switchcraft, and it's a great day to be a gamer. Today, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm not going to talk about any video games or anything Nintendo or the Nintendo Switch. I want to talk a little bit about my journey so far on YouTube and what it's been like to be a content creator for coming up to 9 months now. As of the filming of this video, I'm sitting right at around 610 subscribers, which while in the grand scheme of things may not seem much at all, I find it absolutely amazing and mind-blowing that there are over 610 people out there that actually care what I think. So first and foremost, I want to say thank you to every single one of you 610 beauties. Some of you, I know who my faithful are, who I know have that bell notification symbol hit, because they're always the first people to like the videos and to watch them and to comment on them, and I appreciate you very, very much. Man, I've really come such a long way, and I think what prompted this video to take a step back and look at what's happened in the last 8 months really came from actually going back and watching the first few videos that I made, and oh boy, were they cringy. Oh man. It was, I remember every single one of them. It was, when I first started off this channel as a New Year's resolution, I would never really considered myself a creative person. And some people still might not think that I am, but whatever. This was one way that I was going to combine a passion of mine, which is my love of video games, and maybe branching out and doing something that I never would have done. And, you know, I hope this video, we'll see how long it lasts, doesn't become too rambly, but I want to talk a little bit about some of the things that I've learned along the way, and some of the things that I want to continue to do better in the future, and what my plans are for the channel. The first couple of videos that I made, I was actually scared to be on camera, and the first videos where I actually was on camera, maybe I should have stayed off, because they were bad. But the first several videos, because I was scared to do exactly this, what I would do was actually just record the audio outside or in my car. So I'd take my laptop and my Yeti microphone into the car, and I would record, or read a script and record the audio, and then basically make a slideshow. And that was my first several videos. There was that Legend of Zelda review, there was a couple of rants, and that was, that got me so far. But it really set up some roadblocks in terms of my continued growth, both personally and as a channel. And then what I would do is the first several videos where I was actually in front of the camera, I didn't even talk to the camera. What I would actually have to do, and you can probably notice this if you go back and watch some of the earlier ones, I think there's that one Earthbound one in particular, which is a shame because it was such a good topic. If you look at the video, I'm actually reading a script kind of right underneath the camera, and I'm doing my best to memorize it, read it, and look at the camera, and it just kind of the entire time looked like I was doing this, but pretending to talk to the camera. It was bad, and the lighting wasn't that great. But whatever, live and learn. Moving forward, I've actually constructed my own kind of little teleprompter, and you guys probably noticed in the last couple of videos that I'm able to talk directly to the camera. Maybe I'll do one where I actually flip the thing around and I show you what I did, where it's just a cut out piece of cardboard and a piece of clear glass on a 45-degree angle that I put an iPhone in right underneath with this little teleprompter app. One of my things that I want to do moving forward is not use a script. And I guess this could kind of even almost be the test pilot for it. I want to be able to find that balance between not using the script, using bullet points, going off of script, but still not stumbling over my words too much. So this is kind of like the test drive for that. One of the things that I really tried to make better, and I'm going to thank my man Smash JT for this. He's been a huge influence on me and my channel growing and developing. And one thing that he said very early on that I've really tried to take to heart is to make sure that you try to do one thing better every single video. And, there were some videos where they probably came out a little bit rough around the edges. And in honesty, like I can say this honestly, criticizing some of the things that I've done in the past or critiquing, I was in such a rush to put out the video. Because I was so excited that I got this, have an idea for a video, and it's done filming and it's done editing, and I just want to get it up there and see what people think. There were probably some times where that video could have been, gone over with a fine-tooth comb a few dozen more times. But what I'm going to be doing now is, hopefully you've noticed, taking a breath, taking my time, spending more time editing, making sure that, it looks like I finally got some semblance of some lighting. When I first started, I didn't have a clue what I was doing in terms of video editing. I got some new software now, which is really helping me make the editing way easier. I still don't know much, but hopefully you can notice that there's a little bit of an increase in production value, and I'm still gonna get as excited for every single video, and I can't wait, posting it and seeing that view counter go up from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, and then there's a like, and then there's a comment, and I'm commenting back. I read every single one of your comments. I still have every single one of my notifications turned on. So every time there's a new subscriber, every time there's a new comment, my phone lights up and I get that little endorphin rush. But just looking back at some of those videos, I think there was one that I actually did not too long ago where it actually looked like I was filming on the sun, and like half my face you couldn't even make out because of the exposure. That's one thing that I'm going to work on improving for the channel, is maybe getting a little bit better camera, because this is now just recording off of a an external plug-in webcam, and sometimes it has a little bit of trouble with focusing on exposure versus focusing on frame rate. I find when I focus on exposure, everything looks great, but the audio and the video get out of sync. When I focus on frame rate, everything's perfect in terms of audio and video syncing up, but sometimes it looks like there's a flashbang going off right in front of me. And it's really kind of dark in here, but for whatever reason, before I would film and it would just look like I was filming on the sun. I mentioned a little earlier that I still have all of my notifications on for YouTube and for Twitter, and whenever there's a comment, and especially a new subscriber, that really piques my interest, because on one hand, I'm excited that the channel's growing and that there's someone who liked what they saw enough to hit that subscribe button. But then on the other hand, I'm always very curious where these people or how these people found out about me. So if you're new here, if you're old here, and you've made it all the way to this part of the video, one thing that you should know is that I'm always really curious, if it wasn't in a live stream or some live chat or another person's channel, I'm always very curious to find out how you heard of the channel, and then what really prompted you to subscribe. So if you want, let's have a discussion in the comments. What are some of the things, where did you find out about me, Switchcraft? And before we call it a day, there are like two more things that I wanted to go over. And one is, when I originally started YouTube, before I even released my first video, I reached out to some of the YouTubers that are well established that I watched on a regular basis. And one of them, was Spawnwave, one of them was Dreamcast Guy, RGT85, and the Happy Console Gamer. Those are four guys that I really looked up to and watched religiously, and still do. And I reached out to them and I was like, hey, do you guys have any advice for someone who's just starting out? I got this new equipment, I got this passion. What do you wish you knew before you started being a YouTuber? And there were kind of two underlying themes with all of the answers that I got, because believe it or not, most of them got right back to me. And one was, it was very simple, and I tried to listen to it and incorporate it into everything that I do. And it's make videos that you yourself would like to watch. And that speaks to someone who has the passion and who isn't selling out or isn't going on some sort of bandwagon. If you make videos that you would watch yourself, then it's something that you like talking about, and it truly does it becomes your passion, and not just, it doesn't feel like work. The hours editing fly by. You're always coming up with new ideas, and you can always stay motivated. I'm at that point now where, I've gotten some subscribers, and thank you all again. And now I know that if I want to see this channel continue to grow, that I'm going to have to continue to put out videos that I would want to watch. And, I know what it's like to grind. And I know that YouTube is a grind, and that's what I'm experiencing now. And it doesn't even seem that bad because I love what I'm doing. At the same time, I'm always open to constructive criticism and critiques of my videos and my channel in general. And if it's something that I agree with that kind of aligns with my likes and dislikes, then I'd absolutely consider incorporating it. And then the last thing that I got was something from RGT85 that really spoke to me in his advice email that he gave back to me. And it was that no matter what your content, no matter how big you are, no matter how small you are, there's always going to be people who hate what you're doing, and they think that your video is the dumbest thing in the world. And he said that no matter what, don't listen to those people. As long as you like what you're doing, keep doing it, and only do things that you like to do and talk about. And that is extremely, extremely good advice, because I'm not going to lie, there was a point where when I got my first couple of subscribers, I really got the fever, and I just wanted to grow, and I just wanted to make everybody happy and want everybody to love me. And I very quickly realized that that's just impossible. And if you hold yourself to that standard or consider that a measure of success, then you're never gonna be happy. It's gonna seem like work. You're not gonna be motivated, and at the end of the day, your channel isn't gonna grow. So thank you to the Happy Console Gamer and Dreamcast Guy and RGT85 and Spawnwave for all of that advice. I really try to incorporate it. I hope you guys have noticed watching this that my videos have gotten a little bit better. Not much editing going on today. There's not going to be too many jump cuts. And that's one thing that I'm going to be working on in terms of production value, is trying to, because I kind of got the lighting and the sound all fixed up. I'm going to get better at video transitions and creating video overlays so that there's a better balance between looking at this ugly mug and actually what I'm talking about. I know I'm the first person to admit that I have a face for radio and a voice for print. So some of you may prefer that I go back to just voicing over my slideshow YouTube videos, but whatever. If you don't like it, too bad. I'm here to stay. But at the end of the day, I love what I'm doing. I'm more motivated than ever. I have lots of great ideas for topics and opinions that I want to share with everybody. Thank you to the 610 people who have subscribed. You guys mean the world to me, and I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. It's a great day to be a gamer. Switchcraft out.